So the way I know that a big winter storm is coming or any severe weather is on the horizon is the Damon just kind of stays in the weather center, and when he has to leave, he's just like a flash back and forth, and he's very quiet and very frantic.
I also
not really
scream
frantic.
randomly.
Not really frantic, just busy. Yeah, every once in a while we just hear these pangs of pain. No, I'm just kidding. You have been busy though, trying to keep everyone on top of this storm, and hopefully everyone stays safe and is prepared and all of those things. And I guess I'll let you take it away with what we need to know as we head into the weekend.
Yeah, it's a lot to keep up with. And this storm, that's the way these kind of things are. The nature of them brings a lot of different possibilities, if you will, of different types of impactful weather. And we're going to get right into it here. Today, though, at the very least, for the current moment, things are quiet. It's 41 degrees right now in Hagerstown, and most of the viewing area has jumped back into those 40s. This is the last time we are going to see these type of temperatures for a few days, at least until we're on the other side of this upcoming storm system. So enjoy the mild air while it is still here, because very quickly this evening going into the overnight, that much is going to be changing as very cold air is on the way. And yes, the clouds have been very, very stubborn indeed. It's been tough to get any bit of clearing. We're starting to see a little bit of that along Interstate 95, but all in all, yes, we will have to wait until that colder air arrives before these clouds do start to break up. And part of the reason why it's been so difficult, we have a system lingering right off of the Atlantic coast, and that is continuing to keep that push of cloud cover our direction into the afternoon here. But yes, here's how things are going to go for the next few days. A lot to take in right here as we're going to see that Arctic blast, the next round of very cold air moving in tonight. We're talking air temps into the teens, wind chills when they are out there down around 0 once again, and that will stick with us through Saturday. Then that storm system, that next winter storm, moves in on Sunday afternoon with a burst of snowfall for everyone, and then it gets complicated. We're going to start to see some mixed precipitation rolling in, and the exact track of this system is one of the factors that could change what we do end up seeing as we move forward here. So it's one of those things, one of those variables that if it does adjust, it's going to adjust the forecast and adjust the impacts that we are going to see. But at least for the next couple of days, Future Tracker is going to be very, very quiet here. Once that cold air finally starts to kick in later tonight, we're going to see things clear out, and we should have very quiet conditions through Saturday as we stay very, very cold indeed. But watch as we get later in the day, you can see that storm system, that winter storm brewing to the south and west. It's still not quite going to be into our area until Sunday afternoon, but once it gets here, then things are going to get really, really interesting, and it's going to be messy too. The snowfall, again, it looks like those heaviest amounts will be across the mountains of western Maryland, West Virginia, where we could pick up to a foot of snowfall. And then as you go to the east, that's when it gets a little more complicated. The track of that low is likely to be right over D.C., and you're going to start seeing mixed precipitation closer to the track of that storm that will cut into the snowfall totals. So some of us can mostly see 5 to 8, and then you drop off to only a couple of inches near I-95. And within that corridor of transition, if you will, this is where we have the possibility of seeing quite a bit of sleet, freezing rain that could create up to 1/4 of an inch of ice on top of any snowfall that we see. So either way, no matter how much snow you see, this is going to be an impactful event. And if you have to go anywhere at all from Sunday afternoon to Monday morning, please be very, very cautious. And if you don't, then just stay in and wait for this storm to move through. It's going to be an absolute mess out there with the snow, the ice, all the different factors going on. And again, just because you only see possibly 4 inches of snow doesn't mean this isn't a high impact event with the ice and wind also accompanying this storm. So that's the latest of what we can see for now. This will be updated with time over the next couple of days, but the good news is it quiets down quite a bit into next week.